Hey everyone, welcome back. This is my review of episode 7 of the Severing Crime Edge anime series. Hold on a sec here. Excuse me. Alright, now in this episode, it started out really slow, but then it started to get better and better and better as it went along, of course. Basically, after, shit, I need to look up names. I don't remember the names yet, sorry. Hold on a sec here. After Ruka's and Romeo's defeat, they admit defeat, and then they give Kiri and EY a letter from Gossip, which is basically saying that they want to meet them at some sort of a ball, I guess, maybe? I'm not exactly sure what it is. They end up arriving at the end of the episode, so we don't actually get to see their conversation, or we don't actually get to see what's going on there with them, but yeah. Gossip, the organization of authors, wants to meet with those two. And this episode also gives a little bit more insight on Hoko. Alright, the older sister. And the sisters are the basically used to be the watchers of EY. And so Hoko's the older sister, and we get a little bit more insight on her. She's torn apart because of all the cruel things she did and said to EY back when those two were looking after her. And she's trying to convince herself that she doesn't care about EY, but she knows deep down that she actually does. And despite all that, EY still deeply cared about both the sisters. Alright? And really, I think the thing was they're just afraid of her. Alright? Which, it makes sense in a way. Okay? So, yeah. But and so both the sisters were going to this party as well. I'd imagine that I don't know if they're going to end up talking to the heads of Gossip with EY and Kiri or not. They might. I'm not exactly sure. Alright, all I know is that both of those two are dressed up and went to the party as well. And the professor drove Kiri and EY to the party. Alright, all dressed up and everything, and that's pretty much all that happens in this episode. We also get a scene in the barbershop with, get her name, hold on a sec here, Kashiko Mizumi, who, in preparation for the party, cuts Kiri's hair, even though it's after dark and the barbershop's closed. And get a little bit more insight on Kiri's past, as in those two met an unknown amount of years ago when Kashiko's mother was cutting Kiri's hair in the shop, and for some reason just left him there till after dark, and then Kashiko herself showed up. And I tell you, back then, Kiri was a creep back then, okay? Even more so than he is now. It's disturbing. And also, I'd like to mention that I'm not sure if this series is trying to go for a romantic angle or not at all as like a subplot, but if it is, I can't decide whether they're trying to go for Kiri X Koshiko or Kiri X Hoko. It's kind of hard to tell. So yeah. And at the end of this episode, we get a bit of a foreshadowing, I guess you could say, for this professor maybe not being all exactly what he's claiming that he is. So, but anyways though, that all basically pretty much sums up this episode. It was a okay episode. It wasn't great by any means, but it was still good though. So yeah, but anyways, I hope you enjoyed this review. See you after, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.